ask you something. What comes to mind when you talk about the best racing games on the Super Nintendo? Stunt Race, Top Gear, Uni Racers, Super Mario Kart? Well, how about F-Zero? Yeah, this is probably my favorite racing game of all time. It was released in Japan on November 21st, 1990, and in North America on August 23rd, 1991. It was the first game in the F-Zero series, and was one of the launch titles for the Super Nintendo and Super Famicom. F-Zero has been credited with being the game that set a standard for the racing genre. There's truly nothing like it out there, so let's check it out. So the game is set in the year 2560, which is a leap year by the way. You race as a pilot inside plasma-powered hover cars in an intergalactic Grand Prix at speeds exceeding 500 kilometers an hour. Holy crap! That is awesome! A race in F-Zero consists of 5 laps around the track. For each lap completed, the player is rewarded with an approximate 4-second speed boost called the Super Jet, and a number of points determined by what place you're in. An on-screen display will be shaded green to indicate that a boost can be used. However, the player is limited to saving up to 3 at a time. Energy can be replenished by driving over pit areas placed near the home straight or nearby. The gameplay keeps you entertained all the time and never gets boring in any way. It's a real mind-numbing game, but it's so satisfying when you eventually finish the race in first place. It has a variety of different tracks. Each of them looks stunning. The incredible attention to detail in this game is just amazing. The graphics were excellent for the time. I mean, how did they possibly make it look this good? Especially that this is one of the first games released for the system. Well, it was all thanks to an FX chip which made use of Mode 7 graphics. Other games that came out after it would use this FX chip as well, most notable being Star Fox, Mario RPG, and Tales of Fantasia. And that's one of the many things that the Super Nintendo could shove into Sega's face, because the Genesis, also known as the Mega Drive, needed the 32X to do something like this. However, the Super Nintendo didn't need any of that crap to make games look better. Now, I'm not bashing the Genesis or anything, I'm just pointing out a clear fact. The music in F-Zero is great. It always gets me so pumped. There's a good variety of tunes in F-Zero, and it's all so friggin' awesome. They even came out with an F-Zero jazz album that was released on March 25th, 1992 in Japan. The game gradually gets harder as you go on. When you get to level 4, you have this really powerful wind against you. Then level 5, there's all these twists and turns. It makes it really challenging to control because whenever you hit into a wall or another car, you take damage indicated by the stamina meter above. If you don't have cat-like reflexes, then you're in trouble with this stage. You gotta use some strategy to get through all these turns and whatnot. But whatever, the harder it is, the more satisfying it'll be when you finally beat it. Level 6 is pretty easy though. It's just your average racetrack in F-Zero. It still has the awesome variety of colors that you see throughout the rest of the game, and still looks fantastic. It's a nice break to let you catch your breath from the last stage. Level 7 isn't bad either, nor is level 8. But level 9, oh man, you gotta get kicked into shape. The game just throws you off guard. Like, at first you think, oh, well the last 2 levels were pretty easy, so how hard could this be? And BOOM! You're slipping all over the ice, which makes no sense because you're a hover car and you're not touching the ground. So I recommend getting the speed boost so you can just fly over all that crap. But anyways, you're going through the ice trying to stay away from your fellow racers who always want to kill you. It doesn't matter if you kiss up to them or try to be their friend. They still want you dead. Screw them. I still came in first. So after you beat that, you get the credits rolling, then you're taken back to the home screen. When you scroll down to the difficulty setting, you'll see that you've unlocked the Masters setting. You'll have another set of tracks that you gotta complete. The first one is Mute City 3. There's not much that I can say that I haven't already said already. There's a few levels in between, but let's move on to the final level, Fire Field. This is the ultimate intense level in F-Zero. You start off by just going straight for like 10 minutes, but then the game hits you with some unexpected twists and turns. There's this really sharp turn where I swear you have no choice but to go into the gray stuff, which slows you down. Ugh, darn it. Ugh, I'm almost there. Almost there. Yes! Yes! Yeah! I beat F-Zero! Oh, thank God! Now, it's not that hard, but the suspense that you get during the last few laps just kills you. Now, let's check out the ending. The race is over. You are an F-Zero master. Goodbye from Captain Falcon and the F-Zero crew. That's nice. What a great way to end such a great game. Well, I'll see you later.